Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 12 of the Fulham Career Mode series here on FIFA 18. We're in the transfer window. We've a game against Spurs on New Year's Day at home. We follow that up with our first venture into the FA Cup this season against Southampton, also at home. In the meantime, we're hoping to raise some extra funds. We currently have 1.7 million available to us with about 5.5 grand-ish available in wages, which isn't enough to sign the one man that we want to bring in this window. Now, things have complicated slightly since the beginning of the season. We're looking to sell on Kevin McDonald, of course, to raise the extra funds, but we need more funds than we did before. In the summer transfer window, Gedson Fernandes was 69 rated and valued at £1.9 million and on like 3.6k a week. He's now 71 rated, 2 higher. His valuation has more than doubled and his wages have gone up by £700 a week as well. So I'm going to need significantly more money to be able to bring Gedson Fernandes to the club. Meaning that it is absolutely vital that we do sell Kevin McDonald in this window to be able to bring the youngster in from Portugal. Now, this game against Tottenham, we played them at Wembley, of course, and they played very well. We played very well, and we got a 0-0 draw. We actually dominated chance creation in that game. I expect better from Tottenham in this one. We have had more difficult games against higher opposition, recently losing to Chelsea and to Liverpool. But I'd like to think, although I am going to have to rotate fully, we can still get a point from this game, and then obviously I'd like to go as far as possible in the FA Cup. But to start off with, I'm going to rotate the side and then hopefully we can get some bids in. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. When the video isn't finished yet. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any more of this Fulham series. Of course, it goes up absolutely every single day. But for now, we're going to concentrate on taking on Tottenham at home. We've already played them away. Hugo Lloris in goal for Tottenham. Neukoop at right back. Alderweireld, Sanchez and Rose. Dembele, Wanyama holding. Of course, they sold Serge Aurier to Southampton, so they haven't got him for right back. Sissoko, Ericsson and Coco on the left with Fernando Llorente up top. Still, maybe now in the January transfer window they will have the opportunity to, but of course in January they didn't replace the outgoing Harry Kane, which is why they've had such an indifferent season so far, Tottenham. We'll see what Fernando Llorente can do for them up top, because Vincent Janssen didn't really do anything in the first game of the season at Wembley. Here's Coco. Down the line to Neukoop. Early cross, headed away by Dennis Odoi. Now counter-attack is on. Shea Ojo there in support. I'll quickly get it to Leao. And that's a great first touch to drive past down to Sanchez, who unfortunately has the pace to close me down. But we can get Leao back into a decent position essentially by working the ball about a little bit slower. Letting him get his position back. And actually there's a bit of space here. It's Johansson. Johansson tripped by Alderweireld. Nothing given. That was the chance. To be fair, the through ball wasn't meant for him. It was meant initially for the man that was further out wide, but I still had a good opportunity to create a chance. I just unfortunately couldn't get the shot off before Toby Alderweireld closed me down. Very close game against Tottenham, as it was first time around. Although we were quite good at creating chances in the second half against Spurs at Wembley, but we haven't really shown that sort of ferocity in front of goal in this game so far, and in actual fact I feel a little bit open at the back at the moment. Thankfully Tim Ream got a block in there because there was a man free at the back post that most certainly would have had a great opportunity to score. Now I'm going to play Ojo in over the top here. Danny Rose is trying to close me down. Ojo's touch isn't the best and Rose is too strong for me unfortunately. 27 minutes into the game. No goals, minimal chances, tough opposition. Into Llorente. Thankfully he's not the fastest, so he's not going to race away from me in that situation. Don't let Christian Eriksen have any space on his right foot, for crying out loud, Ches, or either foot for that matter, because he's got a 5-star weak foot. Floyd Aite, I don't know how fast Neukoop is. Fast enough to keep up with me at least in that situation. Rafael Leao though, looking to get into the box. Now can I find a pass to a teammate? Yes we can. Kevin McDonald might be leaving the club soon, but smacks the outside of the post as we approach stoppage time at the end of the first half. That most certainly is the closest either side have come to a goal so far. Wow. He put his foot right through that. Was desperately unlucky not to have given us a 1-0 lead. Goalless at the break. There's Matthew Target. Don't know where to go. That's worked very well though. Johansson is left-footed and it's opened up. Alderweireld with a block. I didn't really do anything special there. It was just a couple of quick passes and then a little jink one way then the other, and the space opened up for me. Unfortunately, Toby Alderweireld has been their best defender so far and was in the way yet again. And the one time we have managed to get behind him, unfortunately, the post was in the way. Oh, Aite does get to that first. We'll get it round the corner to Leao. Eventually gets it under control. Johansson trying to squeeze it back, show some strength against Moussa Sissoko. They've got such a strong team, Tottenham. Moussa Sissoko, Fernando Llorente, Victor Wanyama, Davinson Sanchez, Toby Alderweireld. Eric Lamena's come off the bench, and thankfully he's not very strong. Otherwise, he could have held off the defender there and gotten himself in on goal. I think ball into Moussa Sissoko again. Not going to be able to outmuscle him. Lays it back to Eriksen. And for the first time in a while, Christian Eriksen's passing lets him down. Aite switches. They're not committing too many men forward, Tottenham, which is frustrating because I can't really pick them apart and find space. Hopefully as time goes on, they might get a little bit more desperate looking for a winner. Sheyojo does have the overlapping run here of Dennis Odoi. And Odoi can stand it up into the middle. It's a good cross, but too close to the keeper. Odoi down the line there to Sheyojo. Turns inside well. I'm going to play it into Rafael Leao, who's been training his finishing, and it's paid off as well! Yes! Tottenham 0, Fulham 1. I got so excited to spat on myself. We are in front. I thought I'd slightly overrun it there, genuinely. And as Lloris came rushing out at me, I thought the chance had gone. But we are finally able to get ourselves in front. Oh, quietly just got there ahead of the keeper, but buried into the back of net from the youngster. We are in front. Corner for Eriksen to deliver. Toby Alderweireld has gone off, interestingly, and Foyth has come on. I have no idea who that is. You guys will have to let me know in the comment section. Moussa Dembele's with Sheyojo here. Not going to be able to outmuscle him. I can just outpace him. People are arriving in the middle. I say people are arriving. It's just the one guy, but I'll put it back there to Floyd Aite. There's a second. We did dominate the game against Tottenham, chance creation-wise, at Wembley, although I didn't feel like it was that one-sided. This time, we've gotten the goals to go hand in hand. 2-0. The fog quite thick here, as you can tell, at Craven Cottage, but we don't care how foggy it is. The ball's gone in the back of the net twice for us, and it is yet to do so for them. Moussa Dembele down the line, cuts back onto his left. Matthew Target has done brilliantly there. Now, everybody's seemingly running low on stamina, but I can't make any changes because I need everybody else to be fit for the game against Southampton in the FA Cup at the end of the week. Eriksen, oh, good save, Rossi. That's a very good save. He's actually getting better and better and better, Rossi. I think I mentioned it in the last episode, the one before that as well. He has been, despite the one... Oh, that's a great goal. Despite the... Really? You're going to give it the shush when you're 2-1 down? Despite the one mistake against Southampton at the very beginning of the episode, he's been rock solid for me, Rossi. The ball across from their number 25 there, I'm not sure who it is. Outrageous. With the outside the foot as it drops him, with his back to goal, just to simply side foot it across Davinson Sanchez. Disgusting. Thankfully, we still have a lead. Oh, it was actually Eric Lamela, their number 25. Expected flair, I guess, from him. But is it going to be enough to earn Tottenham anything from the game? We hope not. Odoi. In there to Rafael Leao. See the run. Oh. Can't get the ball past Victor Wanyama. Win that, please, Matthew. He hasn't. Foyth knocks that down. Jansen's on. Here's Foyth again. Drilled out to Lamela. Lovely heavy touch first time round. And Tottenham do pull themselves level. That's incredibly frustrating and disappointing. Hell of a finish from Christian Eriksen, though. I've got enough defenders, but that first touch from Lamela was beautiful. And on his left foot, it's unstoppable from Christian Eriksen. He is that good. Oh, through the defender's legs just makes it even worse. Just underneath the bar. Tottenham 2. Fulham 2. I can't believe I'm not going to get the win here. Such is the way of things when you're a side that isn't quite as good as it necessarily could be. Never mind. A point against Tottenham. Both had 2 shots on target total in the game, and all 4 went in. Up next, Southampton in the FA Cup. Alex McCarthy in goal for Southampton, Sergio Aurier at right back, Yoshida and Vestergaard at centre back with Bertrand on the left, Lemina and Romeo holding, El Yunusi, Armstrong, Vazquez and Gabbiadini up top. I think that's the same 11 other than Gabbiadini starts ahead of Charlie Austin. Other than that, I think that's the same 11 that started against us in the first game of the Premier League season, where we got a 1-1 draw, I believe. So we'll have to wait and see if we can go one step better and get the victory. It's Mario Lemina. That's past Jean-Michel Seri. I've been mistakenly calling Jean-Michel Seri a Frenchman for the entire series so far. What a finish from Lucas Vazquez. And had it pointed out to me in the comment section, as you see this, probably a week ago actually, because obviously I've been away for the whole week. I'm recording ahead, and I've been calling him a Frenchman for the majority of the time, and he's actually Ivorian. So, GG me. But never mind, it's actually the Spaniard, and we know he's Spanish, Lucas Vazquez, that gives Southampton a 1-0 lead. Armstrong flew at that, trying to get something on it. If he'd have touched it, he might have been offside, which might have helped me keep it out. But as it happens, a stunning goal. We are 1-0 down after 10 minutes. In there to Gabbiadini, out to Mario Lemina. Driving down the line. I'm trying to catch him with Sessegnon, but can't. And Armstrong could help that on. And now El Yunusi. Oh, thankfully that's just gone straight up in the air, and Rossi will get to it. That could have really caused me some issues there. Off the post, straight up in the air off the deflection, and then very nearly falling to a Southampton man. Good turn there by Rui Fonte. Oh, but good block by Maya Yoshida. Having a hell of a game, Maya Yoshida, actually. There are at least 2 or 3 occasions where I would have had a good highlight to show you if it weren't for outstanding defending from Maya Yoshida, denying me with a pass interception or a shot block, or just good positioning to stop me being able to play the pass that I want to. He's been superb for them so far. And that's a free kick for the obstruction on Jean-Michel Seri. And Tom Kearney has come very close on a couple of occasions to scoring a free kick for me so far this season. I've no idea what that was. Nice interception by Seri. Kearney, I'll get it forward to Rui Fonte, and I'm going to have to wait for runners. Jean-Michel Seri is, as ever, a willing option. Christie driving around the outside. I'll just stand it into the middle and hope that someone can get on the end of it. Someone did. Unfortunately, that someone was the Southampton player, though. Kearney will get that under control. Is that a free kick? It is. Now, can we do better from this one? I'm not going to take that short. It's a decent position for an opportunity. Right, let's try again. The first one was terrible. Can we do better with the second? Oh, we can, but I just can't seem to get any free kicks to go into the back of the net. The keeper always gets in the way. Tom Kearney, 99 times out of 100, will get his free kick on target and into the corner. And every single time so far that that's happened, the keeper's been there to make a save. He's been so unlucky. You could have had another 4 or 5 goals this year, Tom Kearney. Those free kicks have been going in. Romeo shoots well wide, and that is half-time. Ryan to Sessegnon. Rui Fonte making the run. Lovely ball by Sessegnon to Rui Fonte. I'm going to have to wait for support, though, unless he could do something mad on a solo run, which he can't do. Norwood across to Christie. Back to Norwood. Bit of space. Get the shot off. Blocked by Vestergaard. Keeper committed to the dive. Whether the shot was on target or destined for the back of the net, I'm not sure. Good block by the defender, though. They've done well defensively, Southampton. I would like to go on an FA Cup run. Take the free kick short. Okay. I mean, it was meant to go forward, but never mind. That sums up my day here against Southampton. I can't quite seem to get anything right. Here's Cabano. Can we get the cross right here? Maybe. Sessegnon's underneath it. He nods it down well. Seri's touch is woeful. Gets flattened as well for good measure. And Alex McCarthy will just pump it clear. Win that header. Well up, Lamarchand. That was nicely done. Seri involved again. Sessegnon back to the Ivorian. In there to Kearney. Oliver Norwood to Rui Fonte. Got runners around me, but Rui Fonte turns himself but can't finish. Comfortable save for the keeper. 8 minutes to go between us and at present an FA Cup exit. I'd rather avoid a replay if possible, but I would like to stay in the competition if we can. Romeu. Forward to Davis, just had a glance at the clock and seen how little time we have remaining. Cabano has the opportunity to get in behind there, and that initial ball was meant for him, but Rui Fonte took it down himself. Cabano gets that under control, but can't keep it in play. And with that, I think our game is done. The referee will blow his final whistle, and we are out of the FA Cup at the first port of call. 1-0 to be fair, the goal was great and good enough to win any game. But still frustrating to go out the FA Cup at the early stage. Any other shocks in there? I don't suppose that was a shock, to be fair. Not that I can see. Maybe Luton beating Sheffield Wednesday is a bit of a turn up for the books. Other than that, I couldn't see anything just glancing down. I will advance as far as the next game. Ah! Okay, good. 2.55 million. I'll negotiate a little bit more. I'm going to need a little bit more if I'm going to be able to bring in Jedson Fernandez. Can you give me 4.5? That would be superb if you could. I can't really accept less than 3.5, to be completely honest. Can you give me 4.250? No. Okay, that's not a problem. They're not willing to go up that high. I am going to need, because there's no point selling McDonald on to then still not have the money to be able to bring in Jedson Fernandez. I might as well wait until the summer and do it then. There's nobody else I can get on the cheap. So if I'm not able to get him permanently, then we will try and loan him again at the end of the window. But for the time being, we're going to try and get Jedson Fernandez in with Kevin McDonald going the other way. The prize money for the FA Cup game will be minimal. And we've got Newcastle coming up at the weekend. Our point against Tottenham leaves us in 8th. In fact, I think we were 7th, weren't we, heading into that match day? So maybe we've dropped a place. Rui Fonte's 7th on the top goal scorer list presently, 76 grand. Yeah, that's going to go a long way, isn't it? Rui Fonte 7th or joint 4th technically on goals scored so far this year. He's having a good season. We're having a good season. Newcastle next. They're currently 10th, and then Liverpool after that. But we shall try and get the deal done for Jedson Fernandez before the end of the window. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on more. I'll see you next time.